in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Troy Trojans taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Red Wolves will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. These corners going to give these receivers some space. The lone back's got it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going downfield for the big play. It's him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. to fire from the pistol. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Troy.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Evanson. Catch in the middle, it's Stockton. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. To the ground with the back. They just flew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
From the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Stockton. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw, it's Evanson. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Winding up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Kent State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Defense playing a bail technique. Creates a little space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Hit as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Worley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Gonna look downfield again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Trojans. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Fakes the grab. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Evanson. Firing to the right, complete.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying play action. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, give on the inside. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On the run, fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Evanson. Still looking, on the move. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
22 water. 22 water.
Power football with the run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Red Wolves offense can get moving. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gives it on the option. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Wolves really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Scanning the field, it's Evanson. Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback. And that
fires one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. The give from the gun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Red Wolves back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. The inside handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And
man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Ellison. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Trojans will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll run this play from the pistol. Hand off to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Holds it in on the left. Turns on the Jets. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Red Bulls! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. He'll pull it on the read. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on third and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a fourth down, and this might be a passing situation.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Avery. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down two possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Time to take a shot. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Clemens. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet, understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Stockton. He'll take it himself. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Evanson. He's got him in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Unloads to the wideout. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job of finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Give to the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for match.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here.
Set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass, it's Evanson. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. good. All tied up here in the fourth quarter. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions. Or like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Red Wolves will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
To the air, it's Evanson. Throws to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. The spin, still on his feet. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
4-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Fourth and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6.